The feds came to bring down Yo Gotti CMG Rico for Young Dolph Trulla. Subscribe to the channel and watch this whole video to find out what happened. Let's get right into it, man. So they know for a fact that the feds got to be coming in to town in Memphis because they know that Yo Gotti, Blac Youngsta, Moneybag Yo, Govan, they actually had connections and gotta know CEO Teezy. Allegedly, what we're hearing is that they basically is saying CEO Teezy was the leader of the Trulla. And that means you can't be a big rapper in Memphis like Yo Gotti, Moneybag Yo, Young Dolph without knowing who is actually running the streets out there. So they got to know how to move, where to be at, who's to respect, who's the ones in power, just like everything goes in other cities in Houston, LA, so on and so forth. So what's happening here is they drawn the line connecting CMG to the Trulla because they have to know each other. It's people in CMG who could have came across this people in Trulla. CEO Teezy could have bumped into Moneybag Yo at some point. He could have bumped into Big 30. He could have bumped into Yo Gotti, Blac Youngsta, any of them. Simply due to the fact that they in the same city, they be hanging around the same places, and they know who each other is, even if they haven't met before, because the word gets around quick. Who's got the money in town? Who's got the power? Who's the one running the show? And especially in the rap scene, you know how rappers either come from the street, want to be like the people in the street, or got one foot in and one foot in the game, one foot outside, sliding and doing everything. Just like how we seeing with people like Blac Youngsta doing the 100 shots, being connected to CMG. It's not a good look. Jay-Z looking at them like y'all have to get this under control because they're getting a bad rap, especially when they finding out that beefs connecting Yo Gotti and Young Dolph was ongoing and led to a lot of things boiling over to the point where people start getting hit up and connected, and all of a sudden it's CMG people running and scattering away from the scene. Govan getting caught up and questioned about in LA. Blac Youngsta turning himself in for the 100 shots in Charlotte. The whole cookie shop incident. Everything lead back, and that's why a lot of people are saying was CEO Teezy the get back for Young Dolph, because the people who could have slid, that got the money from the hit that was sent up, definitely could have been some people who was tied in with Trulla. Whether it's because they hanging around the group, they taking orders from CEO Teezy. CEO Teezy was giving out orders. He was telling people what to do. You go slide there to the cookie shop and put this mask or put this gray sweatsuit on and run over there. We got 45K coming in. The big juke just called the line. He said they just wired the money over. And they were told to go to the cookie shop. The order came from CEO Teezy. Him and Govan sat together. If Govan is the mastermind and CEO Teezy is the ringleader in the streets, the mastermind and the ringleader get together and they orchestrate what is going to be. They get the foot soldiers to execute, just like how a team goes with the coach, the owners, everything like that. This is what it is if you want to break it down. You got the players on the court who's running around in the streets, the ones caught on the camera doing whatever they said they did. Then you got the guys who's putting the game plan together, literally drawn on the board, the cookie shop, and X is you and circle is him, and you got to loop around and backdoor him. That's the play that they ran. They like the coaches. Govan, the coach. CEO Teezy was the coach. You got the owners of the team, the people who sent the money. We heard from Grove Hero himself. He is the biggest source in Memphis when it comes down to this because he's in the mix of this. He was right there next to Young Dolph. He was right there in Yo Gotti's neighborhood when Big Jook told him that he couldn't work with Dolph because they got problems. So when Grove Hero said they put 45K on somebody's head, and we were hearing that it was already 100K on somebody, it got up to 100K because maybe Grove Hero telling us what happened first as soon as the info came in, like, ooh, buddy got 45K on his head. Then when weeks, a couple of days went by in the streets, it up to 100K on the head. So somebody, the owner of the team, had to send that in, boom. And the coaches ran up the play on how the players, the foot soldiers, is gonna do it and it's a home game, Makita Cookie Shop. And a lot of questions coming in like, okay, how did they know where Dolph was gonna go? How were they able to get there right when he was in there? Because they had to have been following him. Or somebody is two reasons for that. Either they were following him on the highway, from the gas station, from the community center and took him there, or followed him, whatever way you want to look at it. Or somebody dropped the location. Could have been anybody at the Shell gas station right there next to it. Then across the street at the Church's Chicken, the Family Dollar next door. Was it somebody in the laundromat? Or was it the people in the shop? Because they're saying now, you guys are saying that the people in the shop aren't even real workers. It was a shop full of hitters. And Dolph walked in, they sent somebody up there, boom. They sent somebody up there, take his order. Then he comes in, he placed the order, boom. He make the phone call, hey, why aren't y'all here for the music video? He trying to call his folks. Something don't feel right. He start noticing that the shop is taking too long to make one cookie that they was just gonna use in the music video to promote. And then, next thing you know, a bunch of dudes with the dreads walk out the back with the Mac 10s and the everything out. AR, boom, Draco's ready. They try to get him up in the office chair, boom, the rope, loop the rope around him. They do a Boy Scout knot tied right on it. They start digging through the pocket looking for the key for the safe because they know it's a stash spot. The whole, everything in the back of the shop, it was 7 dudes in there in the kitchen and it wasn't even working. They had the aprons on, make it look like it, but underneath the aprons, they had the Drakes tucked. Next thing you know, while they looking for the key to the safe, they thought they had something. They took the keys to a lot of different exotic vehicles and his houses, and he had like 18 houses and everything. The next thing you know, Dolph kept on the X-Acto knife. He cut through the rope. He cut through the rope with the X-Acto knife. He get out. He act like the rope was still on, and they thought they heard the click of the safe. He told them the code is 857429. They put the stethoscope on, start listening to the safe, start putting, but Dolph tricked them. That ain't even the code to the safe. Don't even make sense. Can't be single digits all. So they over there trying to figure it out. He break out the rope. He try to run out the shop, man. They open the door in the hallway, try to trip him at the manager's office. Boom. Somebody stuck his feet down. They said, get down. That's when you heard the witness here, get down. It was one of the people. He jumped back up. Dolph bends steady. He jumped back up. Burpee. He jumped over the leg. Hop out the manager's office. Somebody blew the whole wall out of the bathroom. Next thing you know, he tried making out the lobby, and then 3 dudes come running out of some AMG E63 all white and everything, pull up. Next, what? Somebody across the street, it's a car there, car there. He said, wait, the people that was following me at the gas station here too. He knew it was a setup. And at that moment, he looked over. He said, why's the Lincoln parked there? Then that's when all of a sudden, they came out that lobby. All the 7 workers came, surrounded him. And it was like, it was over. And then all you heard was the crow. All you seen was the crows fly scattering over the building as the vibrations from the Drakes rang out and completely obliterated the whole entire hallway, bathroom, and lobby area. That's why only the windows was cracked at the front, at the bottom, because everything happened in that back hallway lobby of the back lobby, right there by the door, right by the manager's office. That hallway, it could be anything beyond that hallway. Man, subscribe to the channel, like this video.